Good morning, TCG fam. Fab4Futures here, weekend review with Charkow Lori. We're going to be looking at NASDAQ, ES, RTY, NYM, looking at a more macro perspective. I went over a top fishing play this week. I believe it was Wednesday on NASDAQ and ES that presented itself so clearly. And I traded it and I made profits. I got stopped out a little early. So myself, I'm working on my conviction levels and staying with the trade when the trade, I could just set my stop at break even. So basically it's a free trade. So I don't want to be tripping over dollars to pick up pennies. So that's my theme for next week. And everything's in an equilibrium. We're in daily equilibriums all the way around. So let's start with NQ. So NQ, our top fishing play the other day, would have resulted in 1,338 ticks. So that would be approximately $6,700 short on one contract if you held. I hope some of you had the staying power to hold. So let's look at the weekly. NASDAQ has an interesting trend line on the weekly that others do not. So I'm going to take out all of this and show you this trend line here. This is what I was watching Friday, and it held. Of course, we don't trade based on trend lines alone, but we're coming up on a really interesting week with this weekly inside bar. So now let's zoom back into the daily, and we see our EQ, and I really like this triangle function here on Trading View, where we go with our lower low, lower high, higher low, lower high, and then we have this EQ. We broke down out of this pattern slightly, but we're still holding this key level of 738825. So my goal going into this week is see how we open, and if we can get as close to 738825 as possible, I will then go long for a swing. Same process with the next three as well. So our key resistance to break on NASDAQ is 778950 and key support 738825. If we lose 722,450, we're looking down at our December lows at 694125. ES, approximately the same picture. We have this algo line here that I drew from 2775 and 2817. We barely held with the body of the candle on Friday. So 281775 will present an amazing bottom fish opportunity in this daily EQ, and that key level to break for a bull break is 294425. I'm really lasering in on these two levels, and if you also notice on my charts, I've hidden volume, I've hidden RSI. My goal for the next week as well is to focus more on price action. Sometimes we use volume and or RSI to confirm our bias when all of those elements are already reflected in price. RTY, same thing. We got our EQ, our key level. Did I hide pivot points? No. Our key level on IWM, RTY, is 1535.20, and the key support is 1455.10. And I just want to zoom out a little bit on IWM. We have another key support backing this up at 1444. And it's catching my attention more than any of the other three charts. I've really got my eyes focused on that level. If we lose that, we're looking way down at 1252. And IWM is our risk on indicator. If we were to fall down and break this 14444.4, that's definitely risk off. It does not bode well for the stock market as a whole. YM, our key support 25226 and then 25032. And the key resistance 26408. And then we're looking down, if we break 25032, we're looking down at 24610. So I'm going into next week, because of these EQ patterns and how obvious they are, with a longer term time frame mindset, with a swing mindset, and bottom fishing these equilibrium higher lows. If you have any questions, tag me in the room.